All right, well, let's go ahead and kick this thing off, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Fermented Reality Beercast. Today is what, May 24th? Almost through May already. It's 77 degrees here in Tampa, Florida. Anyway.
At the Tampa Bay International Airport.
Tampa Bay International Airport. It's a balmy 77 degrees here. But tonight, guys, we are going to be chatting with musical artist John Penman out of Michigan, Detroit area, if I'm understanding correctly. But, guys, what's everybody drinking this evening? I got Joel with me. We got Denny. There's Dan and Tim. What is everybody drinking this evening? Not everybody jumping at once now.
Who's going first?
Denny's going first.
I'm going first. All right.
Clean-faced loose over here.
Yeah, who is this guy?
Baby face loose here. And
Baby face loose.
Yo, we should keep doing that when he has the beard. I think that's perfect. Baby face loose.
But yeah, so a few episodes ago, I mentioned cold IPA, right? It was kind of like a new thing about IPAs being cold or brewed with a lager yeast at a higher temperature. And I happen to have a brewery here in Boise that is brewing a cold IPA style. It's Western Collective. This is a Roca Jack Cold IPA.
Oh,
and
boy.
it's pretty good. Yeah, it has lager characteristics of like what you would have a lager yeast style, flavors and stuff, but with a very nice hop character from the dry hopping that's going on at the higher temperature. So very, very well done. It's a thing that's going on in the West Coast area mostly right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if more East Coast or Midwest East Coast breweries start brewing up this style as well.
We'll see.
Yeah. So Joel, what are you drinking?
So tonight, my first beer is something that we're gonna have on tap here shortly. It is called Helter Swelter.
Oh.
So the normal thing is Gimme Swelter, which is an arcane beer, which is a 3.7, I think, Chris, right? Something like that. 3.8. It's very light beer. It's a habanero mango sour, so they did an imperial version that's at 6.5.
No. Up.
Yeah, I know,
that's legitimately spicy.
Perfect.
This beer's fucking good. I just plugged it in, and later on I have some Against the Grain Citra S down that I also just plugged in that I'm also looking forward to.
What
so,
are we popping?
Yeah, Dan, that's a good question. I was just going to kick it over to you. Should I kick it over to Kris real quick and see what he's popping?
No, we're digging in the fridge right now. Wish we had the soundbite for that, but
the grab bag.
Well, we just now have a soundbite.
And here's what we have.
And Denny, listen,
we have a brand new whip that's popping. What is popping? This is Suborbital New England Pale Ale from Bentwater Brewing Company. And Bentwater Brewing Company is where, Tim?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
It's
funny 4.7, so I can have 13 of these.
Yes, very sessionable.
Somebody was just talking to me about this brewery today, Dan. I would like your review on this beer because it was offered to me today, and I did not know what to do.
Suborbital Bentwater, not to be confused with any woven water. If you bend it, it's different if you weave it.
It's not made with gray water.
What I heard.
Thank God.
Ending, weaving.
They did that here in Tampa a couple of years ago.
Bobbing, weaving.
So Denny, I'm not really known for giving my opinion. I'll give it to you.
It's very sessionable. It's very sessionable, I would have to say. Joel, it's aromatic. I do like it. It's fresh.
4.7.
But I wish it was 6.7. It would be a lot more fun.
It's a 4. I bought a 4.7 beer. Shame on me.
4.7 beer.
Fucking shame on me.
I want to go back to Denny's beer real quick. Hold up that can.
Show me your can.
Compared to all the cans that you show me, I like that. Like sometimes you like as an art snob, like you show me this beer and you show me the can, and you're like, this beer is delicious, and I'm like looking at the can and I'm like, I don't know if I would buy that can on the shelf. That one I like. That's a cool can.
Well, and if you can't see, it's based. I don't know. This Roca Jack must be some kind of snowboarder, I'm guessing, because that's a snowboarder right there.
Oh.
Cutting up snow with the sun gleaming off the back. It's like a ski slope area or whatever, big side of a mountain. But yeah,
I'd ask you to see the Bentwater can, but I can't.
Oh, here, I'll bring it up to the camera. Listen, here's
serious,
the issue.
I think it's cool.
It's awesome. Here's the issue, though. If you have a can and it actually has fire on it, that shit better be fire. That's all I got to say.
That's the rule.
Yeah. And so 4.7, you can't have fire on your can at 4.7.
I mean, they put fire on it, but they also put the fire on a Pegasus. So I mean, they dim the expectations.
Here, let me bring it up so you guys can see.
They put fire on the Pegasus and they put the pussy on a pedestal.
I know my daughter would tell me it's an alicorn or something. I'm sure, but I think it's a Pegasus.
Dude,
I like that.
What
Okay,
is that?
like
Yo, spin that shit.
No,
Shit's
but
dope,
it's
right?
coming. Yeah, it's coming in from orbit on fire.
Oh my god, that's
I'm
awesome.
gonna need that label.
Yeah, I did.
That's cool. That's cool.
Okay.
Timmy, I used to have the same arguments, by the way, the whole alicorn, unicorn, and
Yeah.
you have girls when you're arguing with your kids about what
I was going to say, apologies to any of our 8-year-old female listeners out there that might be listening to the Beercast tonight.
Which is 0.
Apologies.
Go to
It's
bed.
not really an alicorn. I think it's more of a unicorn, if I had to guess.
No, my daughter,
For all
she's
our
like,
8-year listeners, go to bed.
Okay, so Dan,
Yes.
now you made a statement that I think a lot of craft beer drinkers out there, especially younger ones, would also probably agree with you. And a younger me would have agreed with you, 15 years ago, is I don't want to drink a beer that's only 4.7% when I can drink a 6.5, 7, 8% beer, get that buzz going like real quick.
Correct.
Is that a major factor in you enjoying a beer or not?
Not really. Not
no?
really. I think it's a gentle balance, Denny, between ABV and also, a caloric intake.
Okay.
Because if I'm going to drink a 4.7 ABV, then I'm going to drink a macro beer that is like water that I can just pound down and keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm going to have a 300 to 400 calorie IPA, I want that bitch to be fire, like 6.7 or up. You know what I mean? If I'm going to take that caloric intake,
good reasoning.
It better be like half a meal. Or I'm not interested, or I'm just falling back on the old Bud Light. They call me Domestic Dan. If we're in the
water, please.
If we're in the 4.7 range, that's like being at, I remember when I used to be at the club and you would have a couple liquor drinks and then you start drinking some water. So, Bud Light to me is that. Like I can hang out all night with a Bud Light in my hand and no problem. You can maintain a certain altitude.
Yeah, no, you're right. You just got to drink Bud Light the whole time.
Yeah. Now this is a different story though. Like this suborbital, it's a great beer.
It's really good beer.
Really good. Very good. It tastes excellent. I'm not knocking this brewery whatsoever.
I would say it's a good match to like the Philly Special, like flavor wise.
Yeah.
A little less bite than the Philly Special, but still a really good drinkable beer.
But I would love it a lot more at 6.7. It's 6.7. This would be my new favorite.
10.7.
Because I know that 6.7 is like good for me. And then if you go to 8.5, 8.7, that's where like I can have one. And also, Denny, to your point, it depends on what part of my drinking adventure I'm on. So when I get to, for example, when I go out to dinner, when I get there, I want to have like an 8% beer, right off the bat. Like,
I do
give
the
me
same
an 8.
thing. Give
me an 8%er off the bat. Bing! It kind of sets the mood. And then I'm going to go maybe down from there. Maybe I'll have, if I'm feeling really good, I'll have one more 8%er, but then I'm definitely coming down, out of the clouds.
Yeah.
To mid 6s, maybe even lighter than that.
Okay.
So, it helps to get the engine warmed up. And I think that understanding craft beer and understanding how ABV works and IBUs, it helps to craft your palate, similar to wine when you're drinking wine, to know what you're in the mood for and when and what you want to drink and how. And I think that helps to open up your palate to things you wouldn't normally look for.
Yeah. So if you're taking Dan out on a date, 8.5 and above, loosen him up.
Yeah.
That's right.
First.
Yeah.
And then you're going home.
Lubrication.
I just noticed that this Roca Jack Cold IPA is 7.7, so you would appreciate this one.
There you go, bud. You're right in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna right there with you, Dan. I went to 8.4 on my beer.
Doppelbock. Nice.
Yeah,
Who makes that?
This is Mountains Walking Brewery out of
Montana.
Bozeman, Montana. Either way, It's called Chopping Wood. It's their Doppelbock lager. So kind of continuing along with Denny, getting a little lager action. She's chopping that wood, yeah. But they always do some really cool can art. And I know we're getting a lot of glare, but
that is cool.
Yeah, they do some really kind of simple, and I've got the green screen behind me, but do some simple, just interesting designs on their cans.
Oh, look, they have that space thing going on.
Yes.
Look,
It's like battle of the can art tonight. Battle of the can art tonight.
Interstellar beer.
Yeah, ours literally had sun and stars on it.
Well, I should say I was drinking that beer.
This one?
Oh, there it goes.
This episode of Fermented Reality Beercast brought to you by B-Cups.
Yeah, I would like to have drops for us. Sit means sit, and B cups and Fermented Reality, all that.
Just
that
go to
be our little
bcups.net
sponsor.
or fermentedreality.com.
This Beercast was brought to you by Sit means sit and Fermented Reality Beer Garden.
Mm-hmm. Where 2-packs and multi-packs are available on Amazon.com or at bcups.net.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Yeah! Oh, good.
All right, we're good.
Good.
Got out of my system.
Make sure you guys share the post. For those of you that are listening, make sure you share the post for us. We really appreciate that.
Play the Sunoco on them. Play the Sunoco on them. You got the Sunoco teed up?
I got Sunoco teed.
Hold on. So here comes Sunoco.
I think I got. No, I don't. Hold on. I'll tee it up.
We're teeing up Sunoco.
We're gonna have to get them walkie-talkies between the two of them. So
are we?
I know. I need to meet us.
Are we rolling over to Fermented Reality Sports here? The sports segment.
Let's go to the sports.
It should
segment.
be the
Fermented Sports with Dan.
Fermented Sports. That's
with Charlie
right.
Daniels.
Three.
Oh, you were gonna go on making
we need this drop too.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Do we have lead-in music for this? I need like a sports lead-in, and we could totally do a lead-in for Dan. It is Fermented Sports with Charlie Daniels.
Sunoco. He's not ready.
Oh, you were gonna go on making yourself look like a dummy.
I just figured out what that is now. I get it.
Dan loves it so much.
No, I just figured out what it is.
Yeah, I had to. I'm going to start doing that a lot more regularly, pulling some audio from us and doing some fun shit with it.
I need some marijuana.
All right. Fermented Sports. That made my night. Fermented Sports. There's
three. All right, listen, Charlie Daniels, what do we got?
We're reporting live in from the Game 5 of the Lightning. Game 5 from the Lightning, where the Lightning are up 1-0. Right now, we're getting ready to start the second period as we speak. Another hot moment coming through on sports. Phil Mickelson wins the PGA Championship.
Oh.
Oldest player to ever win a major at 50 years old. Pretty good.
He's still young.
Nice payday for him, for sure. And
only you and I think that, Denny.
You're like, wow, how young?
He's a baby.
And lastly, NBA playoffs.
Doesn't look as good as this though. I'm older than him, and I look.
You're looking like 30, Denny. Either that, or you're about to bomb the post office.
See, I was actually going to say the opposite. I was going to say Denny's the only man I've ever seen to cut a long beard and actually look older.
Oh
no! I mean, seriously,
damn.
Your beard gave you that. It gave you that kind of edge. You know, like you had a badass beard, dude. You didn't just have a beard. Like that must have hurt cutting that baby off.
True.
Like
it grows back.
That was a hell of a beard. I would be proud to wear that.
Well, thank you, but it'll grow back. I'll start growing again September 1st, and then by December it'll be long again. It doesn't take long.
That's cool.
September 1st, you said?
Yeah.
So you're gonna shave all summer?
Yeah.
God bless you.
So what is it? November? Which one's the one that you're not supposed?
That's November.
It's November. No shave November.
No shave November. That's right. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out when that was.
I like to buck the crowd. I like to get a head start.
Yeah. Well, the last thing was the NBA playoffs started over the weekend. Did anybody get a chance to watch any of those games? No.
Oh
yeah! Are the Raptors in it? Are the Tampa Raptors in it?
They are not, Joel. But the reason why I'm watching it really is that I'm now officially 100% addicted to these new digital basketball cards.
Top Shots.
Called NBA Top Shots. Does anybody know about that?
Is that a non-fungible token?
It is a
non-fungible token. Yes, Joel. You may know a little bit about that.
I would love for you guys to explain it, because I think it's just like fantasy stuff. You're buying stuff that doesn't
voodoo.
Really exist.
It's voodoo.
It's amazing.
Those young whippersnappers, they're into voodoo.
Real quick, so Denny, they're actually tying NFTs to physical items as well. So there's both things happening. I half understand what you're saying, but they're also doing like when you sell a piece of art at Christie's, maybe you buy an NFT along with the piece of art, so that when you sell the piece of art, the NFT goes along with it, so it just proves the authenticity.
So, Denny, the best way I can explain what the NBA...
It's like a certificate.
Yeah, the best way I can explain what the NBA is doing is think about it as a literal digital basketball card. Okay? You have a moment, is what they call it, and you have a serial number between 1 and whatever number that they release of that particular moment.
The NBA releases, yes, Dan? Officially?
Yes, the NBA releases. Okay. So some of the moments that I own, there's only 499 in existence, and you have one of 499. There's others that are one of 40,000. Obviously, those are less money than the ones that are one of 499. And different moments, for example, I think the top card that went is LeBron James. It's like $250,000. This card sold for.
One of one?
What's that?
I just have to go ahead and hit the button here.
Is that a one of one situation? Is what I'm asking, Daniel.
It's not one of one, but that's probably serial number 1.
That's why it's $250K.
Yeah, well, and the type of card, and maybe that there's only 50 available. But for example, the top person that holds the most of these digital non-fungible tokens, it's called Whale Vault. These guys have $33 million. $33 million worth of NBA moments.
A reminder, most of these packs, I think 98% of them were under $200 a piece. So
wait, for the sake of myself and probably the audience, can you explain like the process, Dan? Because you made a mention to me about like a quote unquote pack, and you also made a mention to me that this was like resurrecting our childhood, right? Where we would open up a pack of Upper Deck, whatever, and you get whatever you get. So can you explain, like, because I've never done this, and I'm being serious. I have no idea how this works.
It is all of that. It is all of that, Joel, just in a digital format. So
you log on. And
you log on.
Like an eBay thing, and like
No, they have a drop that you have to sign up for, and you get into a queue, like you're waiting outside of Best Buy on Black Friday.
There you go. Okay.
They're going to drop it on May, whatever, and they're going to have 150,000 packs. So you may get into the queue, and you may be 170,000 out of 150,000. You don't get one.
Right.
And the pack is random, so it's like you can't show up early to the drop and just get in early. You show up early and you're still randomly selected.
Yeah, all the moments that you get, the cards that are inside of your pack are still randomized, even though you get in line at whatever point you get in line. You just need to get in line.
Kris, look up NBA Topshots.com and pull that up on your screen. And then Dan could probably walk you through looking at the marketplace. But let's just show you like how expensive these cards are going for.
Go to evaluate.market.
So
you're going to scare the kid.
When you get in line to buy one of these packs, how much does that pack cost? Is it a set price?
It depends. Some are $9, some are $150, some are $200.
Some are $20. Yeah.
Depending on
you have the same chance of a $9 pack getting a top end card as a $150 pack, or not?
No, a $9 pack there's 40,000 of one moment, and in a $150 pack
there may be 500 or 1,000 or 5,000. Yeah.
It's just like when you collected baseball cards or basketball cards.
Except for this, you don't have to worry about breaking the card. You know.
Can I ask another quick question?
Yes.
So now you're Charlie Daniels, and you open your pack.
Yes.
And you got a 1 in 450. So how the fuck do you sell it? Like, you telling me that you're
there's an online marketplace in which you can sell these.
Think of it as a crypto.
So there's the top holder. There's Whale Vault right there. He has $33 million in value. Now this is a third party site that looks at the different cards. This is like looking at the stock market of cards. This is not actually the marketplace in which you trade the cards.
Oh my god!
So
this is like a cryptocurrency.
So for example, hold on. For example, go into portfolio and go to their account value. You can look up my account. Go there, look up Top Shot name. Go to electric_flamingo. This is a
that
random.
color?
This is a randomized name that
That's
they
a
gave
color,
me.
right?
9431.
Yep.
Now this is my account with Top Shot, and what it shows you is, it shows you the lowest ask price for all your cards. Now I have 69 cards in my Top Shot portfolio.
$239 whole dollars.
I have two. I have 69 moments in my Top Shot account. Now, what is a Top Shot? This is very good. Now, click on Joel Embiid for a minute, and it's going to take you to my actual card that you will be able to see. And then, Kris, hit the little thing in the bottom right of the picture that's going to pop up that makes you see the moment. See the little arrow up and down there?
This guy
You'll
right here.
actually see this is the moment that you own. Yep.
It's a little bit.
Obviously,
stuttery,
it's a little sketchy just because it's being shared. But
if I had my DVD or VCR out and just recorded it, I'd have that moment.
no,
too,
you
right?
wouldn't. See, now this
You'd
works
have
on the
to pay
same.
Dan.
No,
Now,
see,
this
this
is-
works the same way that blockchains work. So these are essentially like crypto tokens, basically, and they have identifier marks on them that make them unique. You can't create one of these because everyone else would be able to know that yours wasn't legit. Well,
There
at
it
least
is.
their
This is the
system would.
actual-
This isn't like a
the
public
actual-
blockchain.
This is what you actually get. And then they give you like 3 versions. You know, you get 3 looks at it. Think about it as a digital basketball card.
Yeah, and it has a unique identifier on it somewhere in the code that verifies that it's a legit card and that it's real. And
But the only
So
way
what I-
you can enjoy it is by going here and clicking on it and looking at it on the computer screen.
the
else
same way you can only
it?
enjoy a card by looking at it, and the card didn't have any
No,
video
but
in
you
it.
have it
so-
in your hand. I can just bring it with me to this wherever and show people.
Yeah, but I can put this on an app on the phone and you can show people. I mean, everything is going to a paperless digital stage. I mean, I understand
the
what you're
same
saying by
thing.
having that physical property in your hand to touch and feel.
No, but this adds in the Beckett price guide all at once. Like this
Yeah.
is like this is everything. This is crazy. Like
And it's fun because you have that opportunity to get that 1 in 160,000 that might be worth $1,000 and you paid $8 for the pack.
dude,
I mean,
if
that's
I was
fantastic.
a kid, if I was a kid, I'd be addicted to that.
Look at that.
for sure.
Top sale, $7,000.
Now here's the thing, guys. This is only in the NBA right now, and what you're seeing right now is the beta. This
Yeah,
is
it's
the
very
beta
new.
version for the NBA. The NHL is we heard has this in the pipeline.
UFC.
The UFC has this in the pipeline,
NFL.
and I would see that the NFL and also PGA Golf.
Pornhub.com has this in the
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck yeah!
Is that Ken Kniff?
That is Ken Kniff.
That was good sniff.
Oh.
How about we go do a little coke?
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay. What?
Yeah. So anyway, this
so-
is the
This is the future, is what it is.
this
Yeah.
is the future, guys,
And
and
I'm
I'm
in
trying to
agreement
get
with
in
that.
on the ground floor. I'm trying to get that Babe Ruth, so that like 5 years from now they'll be like, "Oh shit, remember that, $28 card back then?"
Joel Embiid moment.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what I have been buying is people that are in the playoffs, people that are like LaMelo. I have a LaMelo card. He's going to be rookie of the year. I'm trying to buy things in anticipation of positive things happening to those players.
No, actually, you were right about your prediction in the playoffs by watching what teams made it to the playoffs and then to see if their value went up, which you said they went up about 30%.
They did.
So that was a pretty
You
good
watch
guess.
those
So
players.
I have another question that you may or may not know the answer to. Is this an Ethereum token? Like, what are the
It is.
fees? What are the
No,
fee-
well, it uses the same technology as the Ethereum tokens,
but it's not
it is
fee-based.
it's a separate blockchain that they created privately, which I think was a mistake, but I can understand why they would do that.
They're trying to get away from these fees, Timmy. It's
Yeah, they're trying to get away from the gas fees, which are
if I
going
can-
away.
I'm gonna bring a conversation that I want to touch on real quick because this is the future. Exactly what Dan was talking about is totally the future, but the Ethereum blockchain is really the future. And for those who are unaware, which is probably a majority of our audience, and even a majority of the 4 people here right now, it's the gas, the money that you pay to transfer Ethereum is
Now,
outrageously high based on how the software was built. There's an update coming that's Ethereum 2.0 that's been talked about for a very long time that we can debate whether or not it's going to actually happen or whatever. That's going to shrink gas fees to nothing. But I thought that this Top Shot was subject. I thought it was an Ethereum token. It was subject to gas fees.
Yeah, it's based on the same premise. I think they developed it because they didn't want it to be. I don't know. I don't think they wanted to be publicly mined. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what their. I don't know what their reasoning. Right. Yeah, I don't know what the reasoning for it was. But I can imagine maybe it could also be a combination of corporations just not really understanding blockchain technology, so they want more control over it. So that's my best guess, but in actuality, it's pretty interesting to see this kind of flourish as it's starting to come up here. I'm losing my train of thought.
Ethereum is copyable. Like, kind of the point of the public blockchain is that, and people have already done it, and I'm not well versed enough to speak in detail on this, but I know that there are other projects that have begun that are nothing. They started with literally a carbon copy of the Ethereum token and then played off of that and used, kind of what this update, this 2.0 is going to do, this
the proof of stake.
What are we calling it, Timmy?
It's called proof of stake.
No, I know, but we're proof of stake right now.
Staking is essentially
proof of work, right? It's like this
instead of proof of work
thing. So the proof of work thing is what is the hole in Ethereum that creates this rising fees thing, because the work goes up as the network gets busier, and proof of stake doesn't require all that, and therefore computing power goes down to 1% of.
Yeah. And to elaborate what you're talking about, Joel, the gas fees that he's referring to is essentially the incentive to the miners. That's the money you're paying to run the network.
Decides.
Yeah, the software decides. The code is law. But the whole thing is that's going to go away. And actually, you can already see that they're moving towards that system because staking's already become available. So you can already stake it
right now?
And stake your ETH and then create a node and support the network, which is awesome. Yep. And they were even talking about a 25% dividend. So who knows?
25%.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. I'm getting 6% right now.
Well, that's pretty damn good.
I'm fine with it.
Yep.
Really. And they're like, we're going to lock it up until ETH 2.0 comes out. I'm like, that's great.
It's good.
The
I can't sell.
Worth
Fine.
11 times as much as it is right now as soon as ETH 2.0 comes out.
You told me use it like fuel and fire, and I did. So.
Well, this is the age of Denny, and it's just the age of crypto, man.
Aquarius.
This shit's here to stay.
Denny, do you have a dollar bill in your pocket?
Everyone is trying to decide how it works and what it's going to function as, but it's not going anywhere, and it's going to function as something.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the best way I can explain it, Kris, is Kris, look at that dollar bill, and on that dollar bill, there's a serial number.
Sure.
Right? That serial number is essentially what your crypto is. It's a verifiable serial number that can be traced back to you and can show a value. So there you go. That little F147. Yep. There you go. That's pretty much Bitcoin in a nutshell.
How about a little George Washington? Would that get me in tonight?
I'll make it worth your while.
I'll give you a $100 bill for a whole Bitcoin. Oh, actually, talking on the subject of crypto, I was seeing that the guy from 2010 who bought pizza with his crypto, he spent an equivalent of today's money as $38 billion on pizza in one summer.
No, but you can't. You know what? Here's my.
I know you say that, but that's rough. Why'd you have 10,000 Bitcoin if you didn't think it would be worth it?
Here's my official announcement.
Oh.
What year was that, Tim?
2010.
Okay.
Which was a long time ago.
Yeah. No one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Held that much Bitcoin.
He probably mined it too.
No one. I don't care. When it went up to $1,000, it would have fucking sold that shit. Like, there's no way they would have lasted until $1 billion. It's such a silly metric because no one has diamond hands like that, dude.
Yeah, I tried to tell my wife because we bought a bunch of Ethereum and then we're kind of sitting on it, and I had told her, she was like, "Well, what do you think it can go down to?" I was like, "About half," and then like literally about 2 weeks later, it went about a half of its price. But that's crypto doing crypto things. So what are you gonna do? Buy the dip?
2 George Washingtons.
Oh, stop.
2 George Washingtons. Watch out.
I just don't want my craft beer to go NFT. Because that would be pretty sad.
Here's my digital craft beer. Click to open and drink.
Guys, I got a brand new digital IPA.
Denny, I got to tell you, they already have that. It's called Untapped.
No, but I'm drinking a real. Well, this is empty now, but I'm drinking something though. I'm drinking it and I'm sharing it and I'm getting enjoyment digitally.
Okay. Click here to buy this moment.
Yeah, I don't. But
exactly.
So I need to start selling my moments to other people to enjoy through me.
I told Joel I was going to create an NFT of my soul, and I was going to sell that.
I know. I wish I could sell my everyday moments. You know,
that's what. Here's me wiping my kids' ass.
Yeah, like highlight of the day.
NFT.
That's what stories are for.
Yeah,
that's what stories are for. That's what Instagram's for. But I got to tell you, I look at a lot of Instagram. That's not what Instagram's for. I can tell you that for sure.
So we got John Penman coming up in a little bit. What time's he coming on with us?
He's supposed to be on a 9:30. He's sitting in
all right.
Did you say John Penman?
John Penman.
Penman.
Is that a Freudian slip on the?
No food left. Penman? You leave now,
idiot.
Yeah.
Denny, is he more John? I'm in the lab with a pen and a pad trying to get my damn label off.
You know what? You're gonna find out at the exact
or is
same
he
time
more like Alexandra Hamilton, John Penman? That's what I want to know. That's my question I have for him.
Yep. So keep that in the back of your mind because you're gonna be learning right along with me. So
good. Well, I know he's from Michigan.
Yeah. So Denny, Amanda.
Well, no, that's Wisconsin. I was about to say the home of cheese and Jeffrey Dahmer, but that's Wisconsin.
Anyway, Amanda Argauer wants to know where the rest of your face went. And
right here.
You guys want to go take a quick couple minute break, and then we can jump in here and get on with John.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, tied it up. This just in from Dan's Sports Corner. The Florida Panthers tied it up.
No.
It's Fermented Sports with Charlie Daniels.
Yeah, we're gonna need the we're gonna need the goal buzzer here in a little bit.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and not do that. That would be great. Okay.
This just in from one of our sponsors. Wednesday night party at Fermented Reality Beer Garden for Game 6.
Potential.
That's
Listen,
potential.
One here, buddy.
Potential Game 6.
Don't get your hopes up.
Potential Game 6.
Hey, big shout out to Angry Chair, by the way.
Yeah, I like that shirt.
Talked to Ryan today.
If you have a chair, it must be angry.
He's making us a copious amount of space grass.
Oh, yeah?
Number 4. I'll tell you what. The first full week that beer has been on, it is our number 4 menu
Space
item
grass
for the
is
week.
just good.
Wow.
It's beyond good.
It is.
And it plays into a bunch of different buckets because then people come up and they go, hey, what's the local hazy thing? You know, and normally we're like, the hazy thing I have is better than most local things, but we have this, right? Like, and then Angry Chair and TBBC break that mold.
I was going to ask you, Joel, what's up with the Hop Silo 14? I know it's
looking sweet in those pictures.
Yeah,
I know it's vitamin C thing.
Yeah, vitamin C.
What the hell
Dude,
was
Billy,
that?
would you believe that Billy just texted me at 9:20? Wanted to give you a heads up. Wednesday, Pepin picking up Hop Silo 14, vitamin C using cryo hops.
Yes.
They're also picking up Midnight Muffin Imperial Blackberry Pastry Sour.
Hop Silo 14.
How many of each would you like, Dan?
Hop Silo 14.
Let's see. How many of each
halves.
would I like?
The hop silos are always good.
Yes, they are. It doesn't matter what the cloud is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounds like it's a single IPA too, so I can.
Oh yeah.
Run it for a hot minute.
Nice.
4.
Right off the draw, we got rips a wrista over Vasilevsky's glove. Florida Panthers and Go Bolts tied at 1.
What's with the 50s?
I don't know. It's just how I read it when I was reading this guy's tweet. That's what it sounded like in here.
Boy.
Impressive.
The guy wrote
most impressive.
Rips a wrista over Vasilevsky.
You can really hear the James Earl Jones in that.
Yeah.
You can really hear James Earl Jones in that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
He did. He died, right?
No.
James Earl Jones? No, he's not.
Oh, I thought he died. I thought they filmed up his.
No.
Oh, he was in? Really?
2?
No shit.
Yeah, you guys ever watched that yet?
No. It's on Amazon, right?
Yeah, and you know what? If you guys like the first one, I don't care what anybody says. That second one was funny because it touched on a lot of. God damn it, watch it!
Just for all the friends on Facebook, I'm about to hit the double-barreled.
Double barrel.
In Alaska.
Alaska double barrel. Hold on.
I've got one Alaska, one a res.
Yeah,
like that.
Dan just hit like a state of harmony.
Jiminy
Like that.
Christmas.
Perfect.
I'm getting.
Yes!
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Yes,
Those are getting
Tim!
really good.
Yes, Tim. Finally.
Episode 14.
Oh, look.
Finally.
Yeah.
Although it was funny, I was watching my favorite live stream the other day, and the sound guy got replaced, and they were like bitching to him the whole time, and his name is Tim. So I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
All right. Good
That's
job,
God
man.
damn it, Tim! Can't you get my fucking mic set up? It's not fucking working.
You're fucking fired, Tim.
Why the fuck did you just play that sound guy? I like the black guy better. Like it was really funny. It was good. I miss it. I need that in my life.
Rips a wrista over Vasilevsky's glove.
It rips a wrist out.
Rips a
Right on my
wrista.
shoulder.
I like the thing I saw a meme the other day though that said, "Ladies, your man's not cheating on you. If he's looking at his phone, if he's panting all the time, and he seems nervous, he's probably trading crypto.
ETH. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably
If
trading
you,
that.
everyone you look at, you can tell that it's been written over with whatever the fuck it. It's probably trading AMC.
That and GameStop.
Did you see the pic? Oh no, you didn't. Oh, here. Okay. Anonymous. Here, I didn't get his face. Let's say that. Where is it? Somebody at the bar. Look. Where is he? Oh yeah. Here, I'll obfuscate the face. Legit. Yo, by the way, this guy was a monster. Look at this fucking GameStop. It's as big as it gets. You can tell that's a bootleg shit right there.
That's that guy was slaying the V on the inside the brewery.
Slaying the GME, son.
Frank Lehman finally hopped on and said AMC GME to the moon.
You.
Frank,
About
do you
time
still
you got
own
here,
it?
Frank.
Do you still own GME? I mean, I still have a little AMC because that's a movie theater, but GME, I mean, it's time to go, right?
No.
No,
The
Are
future
they-
is bright.
I heard that, but I don't believe it.
No, retards
It
to the
should
moon,
be.
man. Rockets.
I'll
all
tell
day.
you what, if I'm being dead serious, it really should be because games are huge. So GameStop should be able to find a way to create a business plan around the name GameStop and keep going.
Yeah, but no, it's not even about that. It's more about an over leveraged position in shorts against the company. No, I'm serious. There's like a massive
Tim, if they can make the company make money, then all bets are off. So
Oh yeah, no.
all I'm
That's
saying.
that's
Like,
kind
he
of the
can come
point
up with a
though, is
business
that
plan.
there are companies though that can be profitable and still be taken over by people leveraging against it. You know what I mean? Like that can still be a thing.
All right, you guys ready to do this thing? It is
What, with
9:30 on the
The
dot.
singer?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it. I thought we were
here
taking a
go.
break, but we never did.
Look, we took a break. Denny got up and went to
Yeah.
the bathroom.
Denny took a break. Denny-
I did it.
Before we bring him on,
loose.
who's leading this? Before we
This
bring
is-
him on.
AMC
All right,
is missing
and by the way, when we do this in StreamYard, just FYI, we'll be able to put him in the green room and then bring him in.
he's
just-
currently in the waiting
Well, wait,
room.
before we decide who's leading, what's your ABV?
No, you'll be able to talk to him when he's in the waiting room though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's your BAC?
Me?
my
I don't know.
backtrack's upstairs.
Hold on, let me check. Mine's probably low. I've only had 2 beers.
I just took a sip, so mine's
Yeah, I did too. So it's not gonna work. You blow so good.
Try to involve the audience a little bit with that.
I'm only 03.
I wanted to
Three.
make a fake
Oh,
sponsor commercial.
1.5.
Because I just took a sip of a 6%.
Oh, okay.
My name's Phil, and I clean the monkey cages at the Central Park Zoo. And I love BAC track because when I get drunk at night, I know just enough how to drink before I go to fuck in. You know, those monkeys, they really fuck you up if you're drunk. This is Phil from Central Park Zoo.
Yo, dog, I know your BAC right now.
It's probably high.
0.1.
You never heard that shit? That's a Cypress Hill.
Oh,
All right,
it's so
really-
good.
That's it. I'm doing it. I'm hitting the button.
Perfect.
I'm hitting the button. Here he comes. Everybody went quiet.
Hercules.
Wait a minute.
Yo, he's
Hercules.
sideways. He's
Oh,
got that
God,
sideways shit.
sideways.
Oh shit!
I knew it. I knew you hired
we all
someone.
got-
You got someone good.
There we
If we all
are.
just turn left,
Chris is
we'll
on
be fine.
in space, and he.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
There we are.
Fucking nailed it.
Oh, is he in the beer industry? Look at that beard.
It looks good.
How's it going?
Good.
I shared too
John.
soon.
I know, Denny. So John, Denny up here, babyface loose over here. He used to have a beard like 2 days ago that would make yours look bad.
It's like a dinner plate.
Oh man,
Gandalf was jealous.
Yeah, Gandalf was jealous. So hey, man, welcome to the show. I'm glad you finally got you on here.
yeah.
And
Dude, thanks for having me.
Sure thing. So one of the big things.
Sorry. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, we got sound effects and everything. We're legit, man. All right.
That was crazy.
So what we wanted to do is I was telling the guys specifically, hey, you know what? You like a good beer every now and again. You might not be the biggest beer nerds in the world, but hey, look, you're a hustler, dude. You wanted to get your name out there. You wanted to come on and talk with us and
Absolutely.
just chat a little bit. So
Chris, his bio said Blue Moon.
His bio did say Blue Moon, but
his bio said Blue Moon.
What did
but
it also say?
But it also said Founders.
It certainly did.
It also said Founders,
right?
Yeah. No, I do like both of those.
Welcome, John. Welcome to the show for sure.
Thanks, man.
I can tell you that we were listening to some of your music, and we were definitely digging on it today. And wanted to say what's up to you and spend a little time talking to you and learning a little bit about your craft and and those rhymes that you're dropping, man. So thank you very much for coming on.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, that's no problem. Thanks for having me.
So John, where are you at right now? Where are you calling us from?
Right now I'm at my mom's house, actually.
Nice.
Yeah,
Meatloaf.
Joke?
Yeah, it's something.
Meatloaf.
Post Corona, post Corona, I ended up not being able to really move out of my place when my lease dropped, and so things just got fucky. And I thought, the easiest option right now is to move back in with mom, save some money for a few months, and then move out. So that's what I'm doing.
Awesome.
Hey, I
mean, shit happens, man. I'm very grateful that she's around.
But you're in the Detroit metro area. Is that
yes,
correct?
Sir.
Now I've been to Detroit a few times. I have, and specific to the craft beer industry, a couple things happen in Detroit. Have you ever been to Bee Nectar? And it's okay if you haven't,
not.
but there's a good spot you should check out. Bee Nectar. They got a nice little tap room. They do mead and honey wine. And I know in your bio it said you're looking for some high octane fire, some hot fire, that 15% with the orange finish. So
like Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan.
That shit made for Vikings, man. That's
Vikings,
like 1, 2,
hot
3,
fire.
4, 5. Yeah.
Dylan.
You drink a gallon of that and go fuck kill 10 people.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, there was
definitely check out Founders and Bee Nectar for sure. I know you're a big Founders fan.
I shall. The Founders Brew Room, like where the restaurant, their tap room. It's so good.
Yeah, Joel and I actually were over there at the tap room.
Yeah, what was the city, little town that was in, Dan, the one we went to?
Well, no, we were in Detroit when we went to their tap room, and then when we were out in
the brewery.
Yeah, the actual brewery, which is outside of Detroit,
Grand Rapids.
In Grand Rapids, and then we went all the way out to Comstock to Bell's Brewery as well. So
yeah, there's a lot of other things to do in Comstock, like Bell's Brewery.
Yeah,
my girlfriend's a big fan of Two Hearted, and I've never liked Two Hearted for some reason because of the aftertaste. I don't know why. Like,
it's okay.
When I drink it, I don't know, but
you like
she
the
loves
Oberon.
it, so.
You like the Oberon.
Yeah, man. Like, I love, like, the super, like, orangey, bright finish, like, it can be heavy or dark, but it's just got to have, not like I'm drinking apple cider necessarily. I mean, I do like those.
Dude, you don't want bitter and you don't want sour. That's your whole thing.
No.
I can tell. That's the mark. The mark of somebody who drinks wheat beers is they don't like bitter and they don't like sour. And
that being said, I do like going to, I do like getting like a nice milk stout occasionally, like something, like, so opposite ends, but really nothing in the middle. Like, well, John, I'm not really
that's because it's cold AF in Michigan. Sometimes you need that to warm up the engine block. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need that milk stout every once in a while when it's like sub 20.
No, you need Malort. You need Malort when it's
you
sub
need Malort when it's sub 20 for sure. Sure. The other thing that I thought that was interesting when we were out in Michigan is Joel and I were out to dinner. It was like I don't know 9:30 at night, and it was still light outside. I guess that's because the way the curvature of the Earth and then where it's at actually on the continental United States, coming from Florida, it was crazy.
Oh yeah,
kind of the opposite look. We're on the other side of the curve a little bit.
Yeah. It
So
was
here,
something like
we'll
that.
give you kind
really
of a quick rundown too, John. So I'm in Tampa, but originally from Ohio. So
Sorry.
Ohio and Michigan. I'm sorry, we have to battle a little bit.
it's okay.
Joel, the beer baron, he's over here in Tampa with me. Tim and Dan, you guys are in Jupiter, Florida, right?
Yep.
What's up, dude?
And Denny, all the way in Boise, Idaho.
Yes.
Yeah,
up
hold
north.
it down.
Hey, look at that.
So
Yeah,
we're
I know
looking
about
everywhere.
those long nights. Right now, it's like 9:30 before it gets dark here in our area. So
No, I got to say, I was bumping out to your music a little bit today, John. So why don't you tell our audience a little bit about yourself and where they can find some information about you.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm a music producer first and foremost. I make music, and that's what I do. I don't like to pigeonhole myself into like rapper because I make a lot of music. That'll be evident more so as the releases keep coming. But yeah, I mean, I make music, and some people like it, and I'm happy that they do. So I'm just keeping on.
Don't oversell it, John.
Now, John, when they initially told me John Penman, you know what I mean? John Penman, I said, and I told the guys before you came on, is this John, a pen and a pad in the lab trying to get my damn label off, Penman? Or is this, more of the Alexander Hamilton type John Penman? So, tell me a little bit about your creative process. How do you get these rhymes together? I'm very interested in understanding how that works.
Yeah. Well, so my last name is actually it's actually my actual last name. So it wasn't something that I chose to make. It's my mom's last name specifically.
You're born that way.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Because my dad's last name is really clunky. The one I was born with, it's very Polish. So that
clunky sounds like a Polish name.
No, man. Like, I'm not even gonna say what the name is. I just don't like it.
It ends in ski. That's all I know.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's just like, it's a mess. So Penman works a little bit better. It's a little more English, a little more stately.
I like it. So it does have that little Alexander Hamilton flair, but it is a little more, Dr. Dre when you're trying to bring it home. I like it.
Yeah, you got a lot of different styles too. You got a lot of different flows. Like I was going through your videos that you've got posted on YouTube, and I think a couple of different ones. Winner was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of yours?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a really good one. And then I just kind of kept going from there, and it was like almost surprising to me when I would see a video that didn't have as many views as say Winner, but I thought was a better song. You know what I mean? And it's like, so you got a lot of good music out there. So it's nice that you're out there doing that and you're enjoying it.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, different songs hit differently, and that's one thing that I learned a long time ago. And so when I really went full force into doing this whole, it's a lot of rap. I'm not just a rapper, but it's definitely a lot of rap. So when I went full force into doing that, it's like, I don't know. I just thought it was important to kind of like have variation still. Kind of lost my train of thought on that.
No, I mean, I kind of get what you're saying. Like when I first started listening to your music, it was like, I was like, oh, he kind of sounds like this guy, or he's kind of got this sort of flow. Like, oh, it's a trap beat. And then I'd move on to the next thing and it sounded completely different. Yeah. And then I'd move on to the next thing and it sounded completely different, because when Dan first heard you, he had a completely different perspective on what you sounded like. And I was like, well, you should listen to some more music, because like he's got a lot of different sounds going on.
In fact, he played another song and I was like, well, that's not him.
That's he legit was like,
I was like, that's not him. That's some other guy.
You can't play somebody else's music.
And I'm like, all right, well, and I had to come over to the computer and I saw your mug and I'm like, oh, okay, that's it.
Yeah, man. So yeah, kudos to you, man. It's an impressive little work about music you got going there.
So tell us a little bit about what's popping off in Detroit. Like what's going on with the music scene there now? Is it opening up? Are you guys doing live gigs? Like, what's kind of the flavor happening? Are you I've only been to like Corktown. Like that's where they take the tourists when they come to Detroit, and they're like, here's Corktown. Don't go anywhere else.
Shit, man.
Go to the MGM, go and then go home. That's what they say.
Right? Corktown's the shit. I actually really like going there specifically because of Slow's barbecue. It's fucking delicious.
That's a mainstay there, correct?
Yeah, it's amazing. But I mean, like Detroit's, the music scene is it's been at kind of like a standstill for a decent time. I mean, the last show that I had played was February 20-somethingth, 2020.
Yeah.
And
right before the shutdown.
Yeah, man, it was so nothing until then. And then the only one that I just finally recently played another show, and it was at Imagine Theater. It was at a movie theater in Royal Oak. And so they basically, the fans sat in the seats, and then the stage was down. They used the movie theater sound system, and it was like really fucking
distanced
cool.
and
Yeah, it was a whole weird thing, but it was like, I mean, it was something. I wasn't going to pass up the opportunity to do it.
Right.
Yeah, no, for sure. You guys got some pretty strict COVID restrictions up there still, don't you, in Michigan?
Yeah, kind of.
Whitmer's got you guys on lockdown a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like talking about her. She's doing
yeah, let's not get into that conversation.
Well, have you ever thought about traveling and doing shows? I know there's a lot of guys.
Dude, I'm doing right, like boom, boom, boom. Like I'm talking after this show is done. Like I'm talking like I'd love to be able to get in contact and try to put something together in Tampa as soon as possible. Because let me tell you,
that'd be awesome.
I think I know a place.
I'm a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. I hope you know that.
We're watching.
A trader.
We got split screen watching
trader.
the game right now. We got split screen with you and the game on right
but
now.
the game's on.
Yeah, man. I can't. I'm not a Red Wings fan. Oops.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, I like
we'll
this
support
song.
You here.
Nice.
Timmy,
Well,
turn
listen.
this up a little bit.
Listen, when you drop that little intro for us that you're gonna do, maybe I'm leaking out a little information that I shouldn't be, but if you drop that little intro for us, this is a Tampa Bay show for the most part. Sorry, Denny. But I would say
hockey team just isn't cutting.
we're pushing the Tampa Bay rep down here, so you'll get some exposure as well. So that'll be awesome.
No, I mean, it's gonna be I'm still trying to figure out like if it's gonna be like more of a sampled thing or more of like a G-funk type New York thing, but it'll be good regardless.
Do you have like a acoustical setup that you could do, like something a little bit more low key? Because that's what I see a lot of bands doing down here, at least in Florida. There's a lot of acoustical sets. I just went to Julian Marley recently and watched his acoustical set, and it was pretty live. I mean, it was
basically the way that I do a set. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, please go. I want to hear.
The way that I do a set usually is like, it's a mix of a few things. Like, I mean, people don't usually expect what goes on. Like I have my piano with me at every show. So there's live instrumentation going on. Even while I'm rapping, like I'll rap and play the piano at certain parts. If I'm feeling saucy, I'll just jump on just for shits and giggles. There is like actual piano songs that I'll also play in the set.
Right.
So it's like pretty varied, Some of it's like R&B, some of it's rap, some of it's pop, but I mean, like it's a set that's built, so that I can go crazy doing it on, like I could do it in an arena if needed, or I can do it in a coffee shop, nice and calm.
A PlayStation headset.
Yeah, no, literally. I mean, like all these songs originally were written so that they could just be played on piano if needed, so that if they were stripped down to their bare minimum and someone said with a gun to my head, play them without the beat, I can do that.
Yeah.
Awesome. I don't want to be like,
Awesome, man.
Well, I definitely want our intro to hit on my 15-inch sub. So let's make that. Let's get a nice 25 hertz note in there somewhere.
100%. I'll make it the brown note.
Exactly. That guy knows what I'm talking about.
That's
so,
right.
So, John, I mean, you're talking about playing piano. You're talking about rapping. You're talking about, hey, we could do it in an arena. We can do it here. How long you been doing music, man?
20-something years. Long time.
I was gonna say, he sounds like a Renaissance man. How many instruments do you play? Do you play a couple different instruments, or do you mostly stick to just piano?
No, I play. God damn it, this motherfucker! I don't play the.
Never heard of that instrument.
Yeah, no.
He doesn't play the camera very well.
I play drums and drums and keyboard. I have like 21 years experience in. Bass, I'm decent at, but I have less experience in. Guitar, I'm just not good at. But I like to act like I can play it occasionally. Sometimes I'll get an itch, and then I'll buy a guitar, play it for like 3 months, and then sell it because I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm late to the train. And then I play a lot of like other various like percussion instruments. So a lot of like marimba, xylophone, like all the crazy whatever,
Okay, so let me ask you a question. When I was at the Julia Marley concert a few weeks ago, there was a guy. He had he was sitting on a wooden box. What is that called? And what was he playing? You may know. He was like hitting. He was like hitting it between his legs. Yeah, bajon. Yes.
A cajon. Yeah.
Cajon.
Cajon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that guy
really
had
dope.
the best. Other than the other guy that I saw with the Damian Marley concert that I went to, that waved the flag, that guy had the second best job that I've ever seen before, because he literally all he did was hit a wooden box and hang out.
But they sound nice. I mean, they're really cool instruments.
They do sound nice. Is it? I mean, do you have to have some skill to play it?
There's technique for every instrument. There's technique for tambourine. People don't want to accept it, but there is. Like, there's a specific. Yeah, I could go into this literally. There's a specific way to hit the tambourine. There's a specific way to I mean, like I could go in for at least an hour on how to play a fucking tambourine properly.
That's what they call down the That's called down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, no kidding.
Awesome. Man.
That's I don't know. Love
John,
that.
I had a video pop up as I'm kind of going through YouTube here. You have a couple of dogs too, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Frenchie in a lot of those videos.
Yeah. So outside of drinking beer for fun, my wife and I own a dog training company here in Tampa.
What's it called?
There's actually one out by you. It's called Sit Mean Sit Dog Training. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there they are. And it's always cool
what
seeing
a good dog
seeing the dog.
Is that a boy?
Wow, he's big.
Yeah, she's fucking huge now, man. That video you're watching, she was a baby in that video.
Aw.
She's big for Frenchie, no?
We're watching a video on YouTube for Life is the song.
This one's 33 pounds now.
Excuse me, that's her thickness to you?
Yeah, her thighs are just a little thicker than most.
She's a pretty big dog, man.
What's her name?
Her name is Rue.
Rue.
I like it.
Yeah, we like Rue. Yeah. Rue's welcome to the beer garden anytime.
Yeah. Rue also likes to sit around and drink beer with me. Like when I'm in like a chillin' beer mood, she'll jump up on the couch and just curl up.
Oh, that's cool.
She does that always though.
Nice.
Look at her hanging out.
That's cool. So what made you really want to just, hey, I want to go on stage, I want to perform my art in front of people? Like, what was your first kind of gig like? Do you remember that?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like
How old
I
were you?
started like 4.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. There's some handy cam somewhere out there with that video.
Right.
Yeah, no, probably 3. Some I don't remember it actually. I don't really remember the first one, but the first one that was super impactful. The one, So when I was 6, 7-ish, it was in Belleville, Michigan. There's this place called the Diamondback Saloon, and it's a small-ish venue, small medium. It's like a 500,000 cap venue, somewhere in there. 2 tiers. I remember it. It's kind of like a general admission with a second tier up, kind of like a bowl. With I'm remembering it.
Mezzanine.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's cool. It's kind of like country-ish. And this dude, Tracy Lawrence, one of my favorite country artists. I do love country, but he was playing there, and my dad took me there, and I knew all of like Tracy Lawrence was like what I played on drums. I would practice Tracy Lawrence at home. So my dad took me to this concert, and we sat front row, and then he handed him a note, and he was like, "Listen, my son knows all your songs. You know, can he please get on stage and play one with you?" And he let me on stage, and it happened. And so I was, yeah, dude, it was awesome. And I remember them looking at me and thinking it was going to be a train wreck. And me being already a trained musician at that age, I was looking at them like, 1, 2, 3, like, let's go. Like, what the fuck is this?
Like, stay with the beat.
Yeah. So it was interesting. So then they invited me back to play one more song with them when they came back on their tour. And this time it was in front of like 40,000 people, 30,000, something like that.
Oh yeah, so 4 years old.
No big deal.
No, see, that's cool though. He did it when he was young.
Yeah.
And it's like before you build up all those anxieties and all those concerns that you have as an adult, you know, as a kid, you go out there and you're just so like pure and honest that, you know, it's good that you had that opportunity.
Yeah, but even that far, like that long ago, I barely like. Not only do I barely remember it, it's just like only the impact remains. Like the memory disappeared, pretty much everything else disappeared except for like the feeling of looking at like a sea of people and realizing like, oh man, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
That's
like,
what you want.
Yeah, that's what I want. Like this dude drew all these people here. How the fuck did he do that?
Yeah.
Like, I remember really thinking about that. Like, how in the fuck did you bring this many people here? You didn't even ask them to come. You didn't send invites. You didn't do shit. If you really think about it, it's magical. Like, that's like, it takes a lot of work, you know? So, I don't know. Yeah, Tracy Lawrence. Shout out to Tracy Lawrence. Great country artist.
Shout out to Tracy Lawrence. Lazar Schick Law also.
So we come up with a random group of businesses that we end up sending out shout outs to
that have no idea that we
even exist
all the time. It's kind of nice. That's funny. All right, so and I know we kind of talked a little bit about COVID and a little bit earlier.
I don't know her. I don't know her.
Yeah, she a hoe. COVID a hoe.
She a hoe.
Right. Did that affect you? I mean, we were talking a little bit about it when you started. Hey, you know, you had to put things on hold. You couldn't play any live shows. You were down here in Florida a couple weeks ago.
Yes, I was. It was very cool.
I'm sure it was kind of weird going from every place you go, you got to wear a mask to fuck masks. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Right?
No, yeah. I'm not even going to comment on that, but I had a great time. And it was like fucking... It was, you know, it was like just liberating to go around and kind of like fucking do my thing. And, you know, it was nice. I went jet skiing in the Gulf.
Nice.
That was cool. I never done that before. I didn't go very fast, kept it under 25 miles an hour. But, you know, like I got sunburned all to dick. And oh my God, I was just like having the best time of my life. So yeah, shouts to Florida, man.
Yeah, in
Great
March,
fucking
right?
state.
Sunburn
never fails.
In March is always good.
Yeah.
I never hated that. When I moved down here, I remember moving down here in January, getting a mosquito bite in January and going, this is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I hate it now. Well, I mean, I love Florida. The mosquitoes,
it's something.
They suck. But well, what about music? Do you really like? Like, do you like to perform it? Do you like to write it? What's your favorite part about it?
Probably listening to it.
Listening to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like the rest of us.
Yeah, literally. Like I'm not really a special pumpkin in that matter. Like my favorite thing to do is just listen to music. Like the writing takes up such like little amount of time. Like Winter, for example, I wrote that in 15 minutes. That song was very quick. You know, if you look at the lyrics, they're super simple. I mean, the song, it's you know, even on the tail end, if I'm bullshitting, maybe it was 20 minutes, but it was very, very fast. So like the writing, you know, at most will take like maybe 3 days, 4 days, you know, 2 weeks to finish a song. But it's usually, if that happens, it's in small spurts of like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. So realistically, not that much writing is really going on, because I only write when I'm like super compelled to write something. Yeah. So most of the time I'm in study mode, and study mode is just listen, you know, listen.
All right. So what are you going to listen to right now?
I was going to ask that.
Yeah. First thing you're going to put on. What are you going to listen to?
Hold on, wait. Let me ask two. I'm going to
go ahead.
Split that into two things. Okay. What's the new thing that you're going to listen to from the last 2 years, and what's the old thing you're going to listen to from whenever you grew up and whatever your formative thing is?
Like new music.
Like you just sat in the car. Okay, you just sat in the car and you go on a drive. You're gonna put a song on.
Sure. You know, if it's an old song, I would probably say Big L, Street Struck. It's a great song. Rest in peace, Big L. And then for a new song, I'm gonna have to say Harry Green by Tom Petty, which came off of this new so after Tom Petty died, he
released new EP.
Released that All the Rest, Wildflowers and All the Rest, and that was, you know, yeah, man, and it had some really great fucking, yeah, man, Harry Green is a beautiful song. It's a sad song. It's a fucking real beautiful song, though. Yeah.
Man, that whole Wildflowers album, I'll tell you what, I revisited that pretty recently.
Dude, it's so
what
good.
What a great, boy. Of all of his albums, you know, it's funny to do something that good that late, right? Like, normally that's like your swan song's like one of your first 2-3 albums, and that thing was fire. Really fire.
I saw Tom Petty at the Super Bowl. He was the halftime show at the Super Bowl in Arizona.
Damn.
No shit.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How many Super Bowl halftimes have you seen, Dave?
Patriots, Giants, Super Bowl.
I went backstage and sat next to Tom
Dude, I watched that video on YouTube, man. Just like jealous right now.
It was amazing. It was an amazing show, an amazing Super Bowl.
That's really cool.
Definitely.
That's fucking intense, man.
Definitely a crazy time in my life just to be there for that. To get there,
you probably felt it at that first Super Bowl. You're like, "This is once in a lifetime experience," and then you're at the second Super Bowl.
I actually had no fucking idea what to expect, and then we were like in the end zone where Plexico caught the pass for the Giants, and like some of the guys we were with were on the cover of the Daily News the next day, like in the corner of the end zone where like the NFL and everything was, and it was insane.
That's nuts.
And we were staying at the Giants hotel that day.
Damn.
Like, I remember being in the hotel and Eddie Griffin, he's like a comedian.
Yeah.
Griffith?
Yeah, Griffith.
Sort of.
Yeah, Eddie Griffith.
Sort of.
Yep.
So anyway, the guy's there is staying at the hotel, and we're all in the hotel lobby, and he gets up and does like improv. Like just because we're all like hanging out together, and he was like just like picking people random out of there and like just
I
like
wish I had material. I could probably do that.
And they were like breaking him. He was breaking people down like on the like. He's like, look at that guy in his fucking shoes, and who the fuck does he think he is? And then what are those gators? You know, like he's just like killing people. He's killing people on the just random. It was amazing. And then we went
Petty, back to Tom Petty. Tom Petty was one of those famous people that died that I was very surprised that I was
shocking.
Sad.
Yeah, he died at a young age.
But I was like, so people say famous people die and people get all sad, and I'm like, you don't even know that person. That's silly. And then he died, and I was like, wow.
The world felt that one.
Yeah, and like that and the what's his Robin Williams thing.
I don't know, man.
Robin Williams thing crushed me too.
I was pretty bummed when Mac Miller died, man. I was like, I just got into his albums and his music, and then he passed at 27. And I was like, fuck, man. I fell in love with the guy's music, and then he died.
Juice WRLD too.
Yeah,
that's the thing about Tom Petty, though. He wasn't in the 27 club.
No, you're right. He lived to a good age. Yeah,
he's much older.
What was he, 57?
Fellas.
Someone like
I turned 26 this November. So
you need to lay low, stay at mom's house, chill the fuck out.
When I turn 27, I'm getting a fucking hotel and I'm not leaving.
Just make sure it's not the MGM.
Yeah, lock the door.
No,
checked
not
into
the
MGM.
Listen, I made like $1,500 at the MGM. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Gamble there, don't stay there.
These guys didn't know that's where that actually occurred. I was telling them that earlier tonight. That you know
was
what the
past 27 as well. Chris Cornell was well into his.
Yeah, he was older. You know, there were some crazy people. I was there not too long ago, and there were some crazy people. They were wanted to stay in that room. Isn't that weird?
Oh, yeah, that is weird.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, people are fucking weird though.
People strange.
Isn't that fucking strange, man?
It's probably some weird sexual fetish too.
Literally, the MGM. I don't think even to this day, they can.
They blocked that room off.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, they have it blocked off. What? Yeah, they block it. They block it off.
All right,
they won't let
I have
people
a
up
question
there.
for John. John, I'm looking at your new songs that you have coming out.
God damn it!
And one is called a Snaky Links. What is the heck is a Snaky Link?
Oh, that's a girl that you fuck on the down low.
Oh,
what's that called?
Snaky Link.
Or a guy, whatever
whatever your preference is.
I love it. He's to be trying to be
a
PC about
sneaky
it.
link.
I'm not discriminating.
I'd like to be inclusive.
If you're non-binary,
yeah, it's you're linking up, but it's sneaky. So it's a sneaky link. It's
a sneaky link.
We
So it's like
call that on the DL.
It's a hookup.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but a hookup is a hookup. Like on the DL is you're kind of you're not happy about it. You're not proud of it. You don't want to tell people about it. But you're like,
okay, it's a 2 o'clocker.
I feel like I caught
I should revise that, man. A sneaky link isn't always just fucking. You could just be linking up at night to go get some fast food and maybe you smoke a blunt and that's it. But
so
you
it doesn't
want
even have to be sex. It has to be sneaky.
Okay,
it has
it's
to be
not about the
some,
sex.
yeah. It's a
All right, now get out there and make me some goddamn money.
Tim, you're doing great today, man. These
Excellent.
These have been pretty good.
Tim,
pretty fucking great.
If you keep doing good.
Well, just an
I
update
did
on the
have
Lightning game, guys. It's 2-1 Florida Panthers. The end of the second period.
A sneaky link is always better than a stinky link.
Oh, that's true. True.
Good point.
Gross.
Those stinky
I don't
links.
wanna
Bro, smell this shit.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
I think
got
a
that
stinky
stank
link implies scat play.
Yikes.
I think a stinky link is like the cousin of a stinky leg.
Speaking
You know
of
what I mean?
scat, I think I gotta get out of here.
Skip it about
Now, if you could isolate what you just said, what you just did, and throw that in our opening music, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. That'll be the ticket. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Hey, good man.
Well, guys,
Great interview.
any other questions for John?
Yeah, no, John, why don't you give everybody a shout out and let them know where to find you on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all those different places.
So I am at JNPNMN. That's at JNPNMN. It's John Penman, but just without vowels, basically. And that's on all platforms. So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever the fuck.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, that name was available?
Yeah. Very uniform. I like it. Lucky you.
Dude, when I found out it was available, I didn't even mean to do it. I just thought that's cool. I'll try it. And then I did everything. I didn't even fucking know what I was doing. I don't even use LinkedIn. I don't give a fuck about LinkedIn. And I did it. I was like,
John Penman.
Mine.
John Penman.
Yeah. Jenna Penman. Yeah.
Jenna Penman. Yes. There you go. Jenna Penman.
Yeah. It's something.
You gotta work that into the rap.
It's 6 characters, but yeah, you can find me there. Alternatively, if you don't want to type in the Panama Canal, you can just type in John Penman on Google or Spotify or wherever the fuck you want to type it in. If you don't want to type it in, you can just tell me to go fuck myself, and that works too.
Or you can
well, we won't do that.
Use your voice.
And John's gonna
have
some intro music for us, which is very kind.
Yes, sure.
We appreciate that.
Soon.
And it's gonna have at least a 25 hertz note in it.
25
Maybe like 18. Put an 18 hertz note in it so I can really
feel it to bump.
We might go negative 300.
Done.
Yeah. We go big or nothing, fellas. You know that. All right, John.
All right,
Well, hey, man,
Thank you, John.
for hopping on with us tonight, man. We really appreciate your time and coming on and talk to us.
Absolutely.
And
Go Bolts.
yeah, go Bolts. Well,
Go Bolts.
they need
Let's
to bring
go
it back
Bolts.
here. They've got one period
They're
to do
digging
it.
out right now.
Just like
Yeah,
they
I can
always do.
promise you when I come down there to play a show, I will wear my Stamkos jersey on stage.
All
Yeah,
right,
so
good.
here's the
mask.
thing. No, not a mask. So here's the thing. Right next to Amalie Arena is Joel's place, the Fermented Reality Beer Garden.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
So I mean, you got to go over there and have a beer. And if that's happening, well, then we need messages and phone calls or whatever it is
Because
that
there
we're
will be
doing.
more people joining you to have beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey,
Yes.
after
Let
the
us
show,
know.
anytime, whenever, let's put together a show. I'm down. Small venues, whatever the fuck can happen, we can put
All
it.
right, you heard it here.
All right, John
Ladies and
Penman.
gentlemen,
John
Jenna
Penman.
Penman.
All right, John. Well, take it easy, man.
Jenna Penman.
Thanks
Have a
for
good one.
joining us.
Thanks, John.
Guys.
Farewell.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Later.
All right.
Love,
Awesome.
peace, and hair grease.
Nice. All
Detroit.
right.
All right,
With
well,
a
that was
square
good.
pizza. The only question I didn't ask him: best square pizza in Detroit.
Jets Pizza.
Who
duh.
cares? That's the answer.
Jets. Jets.
Jets.
Really? No, is that legit answer?
Guess you'll never know.
I'll let
Ooh, the mystery.
Yeah,
The
you know,
man-
Dan, that's
you
the
are
rule.
Chris. You are the national man of mystery.
Yeah, that's the rule. You say it like you know what you're talking about. You pretend like you're supposed to be there. It just
Austin
happens.
Powers is the international man of mystery. You
Guys,
are the national
The
man of
national.
mystery.
I'm the domestic man of
Interstellar.
mystery.
Domestic
Interstellar.
man of mystery.
Interstellar man of mystery.
So guys,
I've
this freaking beer I'm drinking right here.
Where's that? We can't see. Hold on.
Ah.
Pull it down.
Hi, it has,
Electrolyte
it has
down.
strawberry in it.
Sports beer.
Go down, Chris. I can't see.
You
There we go.
don't you
Perfect.
tell me to go down.
No, it's not your fault. It's just there's this like weird setup, professional audio and audio settings. So.
It's called glare.
Electrolyte
It's a term of
infused
art.
sports beer.
Ooh.
What's it say?
Quencher. It's so bright.
So
Quencher.
to update everybody, the game is 1-1 still.
No, it's
Or is it
2-1.
2-1?
2-1.
2-1
Thanks for getting your
Panthers.
shit together.
Yeah, thanks.
2-1 Panthers.
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the sports.
Well, that's why I
update.
don't do the sports segment. So
That's right. You should leave it to me.
yeah.
2-1
2-1.
Panthers.
We did that sports update 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Big shout out to Fermented Reality Beer Garden hosting Game 6 of the first round of the playoffs.
Oh no! Don't say that. Not yet.
Easy.
I mean, it'll be fine, but I'd rather just win right now. That would be much
Today.
better.
Today would be great.
If they win now, then they're kind of on hiatus here till the
It'd be till
Carolina
next week,
Hurricanes
basically.
and Nashville Predators series wraps up, and then they
Right.
play the winner of that.
Predators are playing good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did they win last evening? So they brought it back to I think tied 2-2. I think in that series. I
think you're
I'd
right.
have to check online, but I believe it is tied 2-2, which means it'll go a while, which will be good.
God, I have so much hair. It's always in my face.
It will be good.
You need a haircut.
I get them all cut.
Dad jokes for days.
All right, we can take in that break, or are we done?
We just did.
We did.
Denny just took a piss.
I just took a break. I
God
couldn't wait.
Damn,
longer.
Denny is
Sorry.
on point with the breaks,
It's
and I am
10:11.
way behind.
All right. So listen, here's the deal. We got time for one more topic. I think.
No,
one more
yeah,
topic's
for sure.
Appropriate. What is that topic? I mean, Timmy, you can take a break, by the way, while we're even. If you
Yeah,
gotta
you're
go pee or
welcome to
something,
do
like,
so.
Now,
Yeah,
now's
no,
a good
it's fine.
time.
It's fine.
I was telling Tim we were having a brainstorming session. And
A
I
what
had mentioned
session?
that a brainstorming. I was mentioning that we should call a pizza delivery place and have like the extreme like pizza order. It would be like, I need an extra cheese pizza, but I need a light cheese on half with
light cheese.
Like we have to think
Extra
of like the
cheese.
most
Like toppings
insane-
no one's ever asked for.
Yes,
Can I get my sauce on the
yes,
side?
Yes.
And,
It's called Impossible Toppings. It's what it's called.
Yes.
God, what is this,
Impossible
the jerky
You know, I was actually kind of amazed
Open
the
your
other
Can I
day
get
when I
light
realized.
cheese?
jackass.
I need light cheese and artichoke hearts and
On the other half, I
pickled
want
ginger.
extra cheese,
Shit,
meat
pickled-
lovers.
No, seriously, no. I realized the entire McDonald's menu is like I think a total of like $236 or $268. So if you drove through the drive-through and you were just like, "Hey, I want one of everything on the menu.
Hi, yeah. Could I
All
get
of it.
one of
I want all
each,
of it. I want all of the McDonald's, please. They'd have to cook it. And it's like $236.
They would have to cook it. There's Tim. They would have to cook it.
I mean, you're ordering it. I mean, like,
no, but this is more of a challenge. This is like to actually get Domino's to make that pizza and have it delivered. No, we'd have to do it earlier in the segment.
I want to do this at like 2 in the morning though at a McDonald's drive-thru where like the service is shit and you expect to wait like 35 minutes.
That's live remote. That's live remote.
Going to.
I'd like a Gouda and swordfish pizza, please.
No, you have to work within the parameters of what they have on the menu, but it would be something like I love sauce on the side.
Sauce on side. That's another Howard Stern.
Sauce on side.
I need a large thin crust with I need half with sauce on the side and the other half with
extra sauce.
You guys have never called a pizza place when you were like 16 years old and you just called them up and said, "Hey, look, can you put the cheese, the toppings on the side? Like, just go ahead and spread the sauce on it. Go ahead and bake it. But I need all the toppings on the side."
No, the only place I do that at is Chipotle. I walk in and I get all side containers. Then I go, "Oh yeah, give me like 4 soft taco shells to go." And then I go home and I just make my own tacos.
I feel like everybody in line at Chipotle looks nervous. Like they know they're gonna have the shits later, but they don't care. Like they just want to eat it anyways. Like they don't care. They know it's gonna be painful.
Chipotle gives you the shits, you've got bigger problems.
Seriously,
South Park nailed it, dude, on that one. I'm telling you.
Chipotle's Whole Foods.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So that was my.
Joel, I'm with you.
We got a little off topic.
That was my first concept of Then I also had the other concept of calling a beer rep and then having them call their boss and going up the ladder as far as we can go, and that's a secondary contest that we can do.
Like pull a Karen on the beer rep.
Oh, yeah, you mean like, a contest like see who can get further?
Oh,
yeah, exactly. Hey, we need you to call. Can you just call your? Can you call your boss? We need him to ask just this one thing, and then
that's
like
really
get them
hard.
To dial up.
I gotta get the bosses. So the boss's boss would be real. That's the winner, right? Like whoever can get the boss's boss, essentially wins. So
yes,
yeah,
the bosses. Well, I can't do that.
I'm in. I'll take that challenge.
I would love the challenge. The challenge sounds fun. That sounds fun. I can. Yeah. We could game.
We really need you to call your boss. Just dial him on his cell phone and just ask this one simple
I don't need you to call your boss. You're gonna call your fucking boss right now.
I would call. Listen, here's what it is. I would call Sean. I'd call Sean and Sean would answer, and then I'd tell Sean to call Scotty, and then Scotty would answer, and then I'd tell
I think we should have one of our wives do it. Like I'll have my wife get on the phone and just start being bitchy.
No, we're not being bitchy. We just want to see how high we go in the chain at 9 o'clock at night on a Monday.
I want somebody to call though and be like, with my wife's voice, and be like, "I'm Joel Bigham, and I've switched my sex." Like, like go full force. Like, let's see where we go with this.
This is Joel Bigham. I need to speak to somebody right away.
How dare you call me a man?
That's man.
It's Joel.
It's 3-1 Panthers.
Yeah, I saw
party
that.
Party at the Fermented Reality Beer Garden on Wednesday for Game 6.
Yeah. Look, no. There's still hope. They always come back.
It's 15 minutes. No, you're right. They actually do start kicking ass when they're behind.
Third period.
Yeah, they snuck one in. Was that late in the second or beginning of the third? They just put that one in.
Just meow. Right meow. Like
that must have been like tip off. I mean.
All right. Well, we'll see where the game goes from here. Because
meow. Right meow.
So do we have a guest for the next episode?
The next episode
will ensure that happens.
Okay. You don't want to promote it?
So
yeah, here you go. You ready?
Yeah. Let's hear who's going to be on next episode.
I'll speak the future. Joey Redner is going to be on the show in 2 weeks.
For real?
Oh.
He said he would.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to say
And where's Joey Redner from?
Joey Redner's from Tampa. Joey Redner's the original mastermind behind Cigar City Brewing and High Lie IPA. I mean,
Jolly Ollie.
Which I just saw Florida Steve check into High Lie this week.
On the Untapped.
Florida Steve is one of your Untapped guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he live? Do you know?
Florida Steve is actually no. He's
Oh.
I want to say he's more near like Dan and Tim.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think he is near Dan and Tim. Yeah.
I have to check him out on the Untapped.
The beer game over there is real weak.
Check Florida Steve out. Maybe you can come do a guest sit-in on our show.
That's why we're always drinking silver.
Oh, you're gonna fuck Tim up with a third mic? I don't think that's gonna work.
Oh no. We got this set up
Joel,
now.
all we had to do was reset Zoom to fix all the problems.
Doing
Yeah,
the
no.
Leo.
I mean,
I'm doing the Leo meme.
Hey man, I know when to bow out. Like I bow out. Like you guys are right.
he's throwing his headset down. I'm like, why don't you delete that and reinstall it? That's Control Delete. That's what I tried.
I think it's just.
And I have to
because,
say,
like,
I had thought about that, but I wasn't about to
task.
say it out loud because it seemed like it was a different problem. And
And
then
task.
I'm like, just
And
do
task.
it. I mean,
the
and
only
task,
thing I could
and
think of.
task.
The only thing I can think of is that it reinstalled the audio drivers, and then
Yeah.
it helped. It helped that. So like in my mind,
you
I'm like,
finally got
fuck.
all
I'm
your
like,
other shit installed.
no, I
And
kind of hated
installed it on
myself for a
top.
little bit because it was the easiest answer to the problem that was at hand, and
What
I
is
didn't
that trying
think
to
to do
say?
it.
What is that?
Did you
Is
reboot?
that
Stranger, man.
digging me?
No, you were right.
Did
You were right.
Florida Steve.
I think
in
I've just tried so many
Boynton
different
Beach.
things. I was like, this is
Boynton
bullshit.
Beach.
No way this is gonna
Boynton
work.
Beach. It's not too
Wrong
far.
coast.
Where is
Boynton Beach.
Is that north of you, Dan?
South of us.
South?
Is it?
South of us.
Same coast then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not too far.
I still don't know
Should be
my Florida
close.
yet.
Not
Dan,
too
how
far.
far are you from Miami? If I wanted to go to Miami, like beach,
Miami.
2.5 hours.
okay.
Okay, 2.5 hours down.
And then if I want to go to Orlando, it's 2.
2 hours.
Okay, got it. Yeah, you're right in the middle, man.
Yeah,
You're
right in the middle.
Dan's in a good spot. I'll tell you what, Jupiter's a good spot, especially to fish. I'll bring it up again. Going fishing over there was
You had a good time?
spectacular.
And if you're
Being so
You wanna
close,
have
you
a
know what,
charter
Timmy? Yeah, we did, and it's not about even the fish that you catch. Being from Tampa, because in Tampa, for people who aren't here, when you go and you really want to go deep sea fishing to find a deep enough water, you have to go out like literally 20 miles, 25 miles. It's a very long trip out by Dan. It's not even. I don't
It's
even think
like
it was a
not even
mile.
like 500
Seriously,
yards.
we were on
Yeah.
this. We were on this boat for like 10 minutes, and we were fishing in 150-foot water.
Look, if
And
you
the
want
water
to
is
do it,
clear as glass too.
if
Beautiful.
you want to do it
crazy.
in Tampa, go see my buddy Kris Manami with Inshore Society.
Okay,
That's not deep sea; it's inshore stuff, but always a good time.
it's fun. It's flats fishing, which is a ton
Yeah.
of fun. Chris,
It's
don't
a-
you flats fish? Aren't you like a stand-up
You want
paddleboarder or a kayaker? Or
I'm
no?
a kayaker, but man, I
I've
really
only
want
seen you in
to.
a kayak one time. I wouldn't say you're a
Ooh,
kayaker.
Denny's calling you out.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'll buy your kayak.
I sold my
Looking
kayaks
for one.
actually.
Oh, well.
He also
Well, I'll
sold
be
his
up,
beer making. He's no longer a home brewer either.
Nope.
Hey,
Getting rid of all that
So
shit.
what
too.
do you do, Chris? You
Celebrity
just train
apprentice.
dogs and shit because you have a
Yep.
business that trains dogs. Jeez.
Yeah,
Woof.
I know, right? Woof, right?
He's a drinking eagle.
Reminds me, I'm gonna have to do the Beercast from New York, from the cabin. I ain't gonna have shit going on, so I'll be glad to chime in,
What
join you guys.
cabin?
When's this?
What are you
July.
talking about? He
Yeah, I'll
says
be
on
up
the
in
sly.
New York. You guys were talking about like flats fishing and stuff, and it just kind of made me think about upstate New York fishing.
Oh,
You know, it's like glass up there on the lake,
lake. Which
Okay.
lake? One of the
Rainbow
big
Lake,
ones?
Winnipesaukee.
Saranac Lake,
Winnipesaukee.
Chris is out
Lake
here.
Winnipesaukee. Yeah,
Gone.
Crystal Lake,
What's that from?
Crystal Lake,
What's that?
Lake
What's
what the fuck
Winnipesaukee
you-
from?
Winnipesaukee. I can't. No, I
It's
can't
from
remember.
a movie.
Somebody
I can't
help me out.
remember what it's from.
Somebody
I
pull
think it's
that
something
reference.
with John Candy.
We lost
can't
Chris, so
remember
Chris
that.
is our internet search guy.
Lake Winnipesaukee.
Is
All
that
right.
Okay,
the,
so
is
who-
that the John Candy
that's-
and Dan Aykroyd?
What's the John Candy? Yes,
Uncle
with
Chet.
the bear. Oh my god,
Uncle Chet,
Is that what it is? Yeah.
right?
That fucking
No, what's the
movie.
name of the movie though? He is Uncle Chet, but what's the name of the movie? Great Outdoors.
Great Outdoors.
Great
Yeah,
Great
you're
Outdoors.
right. That's it. Yep.
One of the greatest movies of all time, hands down. Oh, the
Between
twins,
that,
the
trains,
creepy
planes,
twins in
and
that movie are
automobiles.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I think that is Lake Winnipesaukee.
John Candy was one funny motherfucker. Rest in
Gotta
peace.
You got to eat the gristle too.
That man ate some French fries.
He had that. He had Uncle Buck. He had
Uncle Buck was
Cannonball Run.
Trains, planes,
Trains,
and
planes,
automobiles.
and automobiles?
That was
That's
a
what I
great
meant.
one.
That's
That's
what I
a
meant.
great one. Yeah.
Classic.
You know
John
what?
Hughes
I think
movie.
Steve Martin out candied John Candy in that movie. 'cause
I
Steve
would
Martin was
agree.
so good
I
in
would
that
agree
movie.
with you. Yeah, absolutely.
He was crazy good. They were both amazing. Seriously, the two. That's a great movie.
What movie was
For any of you youngins who
Trains,
don't want to bring
planes,
up a movie
and
from
automobiles. But
1984, Planes, Trains,
yeah,
and
Steve
Automobiles. is the
Steve
movie.
Martin outdoes everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
agree.
is funny, man.
Yeah.
He's a great comedian.
You're going the wrong way. You're going to kill somebody. Ah.
I mean, we just watched the Out of Towners, the remake of the Out of Towners with I can't remember. It was Steve Martin and Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, Goldie Hawn. I think it was. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's a good one too.
Classic.
His stand up. If you really want to get some old shit, the '70s stand up that Steve Martin did was brand new. No one was doing that shit.
Even the movie The Jerk, right, was so. I still have memories of that movie with the.
I was born
with the little
black
eyeglass
child.
holders and cross-eyed, all the cross-eyed people and stuff.
And
So great.
Roxanne.
Roxanne, yeah, with
We
the
did
was good.
Roxanne.
big old nose. Yeah,
Yeah.
Guy's a genius.
The fucking nose.
yeah. Even
No.
my wife watches Cheaper by the Dozen 1, 2, and 3 like all the time. She puts that movie on. She
Yo,
loves
if
that.
you haven't seen My Blue Heaven, you're missing out on true Steve Martin. My
Yeah.
Blue Heaven.
That or
is-
Parenthood.
Parenthood's good
They're
too,
all-
but
they're all
My
good.
Blue Heaven.
There's not
Watching
one
Steve
bad
Martin
Steve
play
Martin
an
movie.
Italian gangster is second to none. It's it's so tongue in cheek that it's
Stream
perfect.
Yeah, it'll work.
And Rick Moranis. Let's shout out to Rick Moranis.
I love Rick Moranis.
It's got to be the reset, man. When she gets plugged in,
Yeah,
it's got to get reset.
it was just something got fixed.
Yeah, uninstall and reinstall.
Yep.
Control Alt Delete.
Like I said, man,
Every time.
Occam's razor. it's
Press the any
Sometimes
key.
the simplest answer to the hard problem is a simple
the-
answer.
press
Whichever
any-
razor you got to look at.
I was just
It
checking the
says
specs
press
on
any
the
key.
inverter.
Press
James Razor, I don't give a fuck. Just
On the
fix your
rotary.
ducking.
I felt like Homer in the fucking nuclear planet.
Oh boy.
Good times.
All right. Well, the Lightning are losing 3-1.
Yes, they are.
It's
That's
10:24.
it, guys. That's another show. Wrap it up, and this is where we would
Wrap
hit
it
the
up.
button, and it would play the wrap up.
Yeah, and we're all gonna pray. To
Oh, we
God
need
that
that
the Lightning
Dave
win.
Chappelle wrap it up.
It's time
In and out.
to start
The wrap it
wrapping
up
things
box.
up.
Wrap
Yeah.
it up, B.
Wrap it up,
B.
box. Yeah, exactly. Wrap it up.
That's a
Really?
good one.
Already? That is.
He's in bed, and she's hitting the button.
Oh,
Wrap it up. Wrap it up, B.
Wow, a lot of shots on goal there.
A lot of shots on goal.
All right. Well,
All right. Well,
God
Well, it's a
love
good night.
everybody.
Hey, God bless
have a-
everyone, and have a great
have
night.
a great night. Love you. Love, peace, and hair grease. We are all the fuck out of here.
Peace.
Cheers.
Peace.